Sorry.
All right, good.
I know, but I can't stand her.
All right. I know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You know what? She was for Haynes.
Do it now, yes.
But she's for us. I don't, you know what? Sometimes you can just give up completely.
Yes. Sometimes you have to run again with more than
I know. I'm not, so it's.
We want to get a picture by the cake.
now.
Right now?
Do it now.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Good. That is not Mr.
Mr. Gillespie is going to be very upset that he
He is
can't
much
get
better
on.
looking than Mr. Gillespie.
Mr. Gillespie is probably stressed out why he can't get on this.
Oh,
I'm
you
about
think
to
he's trying
text
get
him.
on?
He may. Yeah, he will probably think it's.
I'm surprised he.
I don't know. I hope he's enjoying himself rather than worrying about getting on. He mentioned he might try to just watch. But.
We stand on his chairs.
Yeah, the last time I was here was Maria Clover attorney in the state of New Jersey.
What?
Remember that?
Do you see it?
Gentleman came up and said so I guess he just wants to make sure. I also think I figured out why, because John forwarded me the link. So I think that my email when I was trying to get on wasn't, because IT guy came up and like, we couldn't figure it out. And like everything, like everything was enabled for me, so like, I don't know if that's what it was.
It needs to be a direct.
Like, yeah, like it has, I don't know, and maybe it's just a security feature, but the only thing we could figure out. So most make life easier. I have like,
You have the updated resolution, the one that we just sent out
yeah,
today?
Joan took it in here for me.
Normally do a formal report.
This meeting is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. This meeting of March 12, 2024, with instructions for internet access, was included in a meeting notice sent to the Burlington County Times and the Courier Post on January 4, 2024, and advertised in said newspapers on January 7, 2024, and January 11, 2024, respectively posted on the website and the bulletin board in the municipal building on January 4th, 2024, and has remained continuously posted as required under the statute. In addition, a copy of this notice is and has been available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk. Would you all please rise for the flag salute? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Gilmore,
Here.
Mr. Montgomery,
Here.
Mrs. Evans,
Here.
okay. Mr. Klaus,
Yes, here.
Mrs. Torney.
Here.
Minutes. I need a motion and a second for the approval of the regular committee minutes of
I'll give
February
that motion.
13th and the executive session minutes of
That
February
motion for
13th.
both. I'll second both.
Mr. Klaus,
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery,
Yes.
Mrs. Evans,
Yes.
Mrs. Torney,
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore.
Yes. Reports. We have reports from the tax collector, the code enforcement, the fire official, constructions, emergency service report, and I think we have, in person, we'll have the state police. Could I get a motion to accept the reports that are in print, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Tordey?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Sergeant Antonucci?
Hi, everyone. I have nothing to report, just an update. We had a meeting on the 29th, about the 100th anniversary, and we're working on planning for that. And then we'll be here for the Easter event next Saturday.
Okay.
Great, thank you, Sergeant.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. We have a couple of discussions, presentations right now, and then we'll have some comments for the public with regards to agenda items only. After that, we're going to take a break for a little bit of refreshments and celebration. So this is the sinking the seed. Can I turn that around and talk?
Sure.
Or should I talk from here?
No, you can do it from there.
Forgive me, but, ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today with great pride and gratitude as we come together to celebrate an individual who has dedicated an incredible 50 years of their life serving our community as an EMT volunteer. It is with immense honor that we recognize the one and only Don Platt. Don has been the heartbeat of the emergency medical services for 5 decades, tirelessly responding to calls, providing comfort in moments of crisis, and making a lasting impact on countless lives, mine included. His commitment to the well-being of our community has been unwavering, and his legacy as an EMT volunteer is truly remarkable. As we reflect on Don's journey, let us not only acknowledge the countless hours he spent on the front lines during the emergencies, but also his compassions, his skill, and dedication he brought to each situation. Don's selfless service has been a beacon of hope for those in need, and his presence will be surely missed in the field. Retirement marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. While we bid farewell to Don's active service, we eagerly anticipate the adventures that await him in his new life phase. Don, your dedication, resilience, and kindness have left an indelible mark on our community, and for that, we are truly grateful. On behalf of the community of Hainesford, I extend our heartfelt congratulations on reaching this magnificent milestone. May your well-deserved retirement be filled with joy, relaxation, and the knowledge that you have made a lasting impact on the lives of many. Congratulations, Don, and thank you for 50 years of selfless service as an EMT volunteer. May your retirement be as extraordinary as the legacy you leave behind. Don.
just wanted to say thank you for the Township Committee. This is unexpected pleasure. It's been a long time, and I wish I could continue to do it forever, but my body, my mind, and my wife says it's time. Slow down and take it easy. Over the years, I think they said I've answered like 8,500 calls in the 50 years, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I met a lot of caring, loving people that love the job as far as EMTs and firefighters, which I do both. And we had some hard times. We had a lot of good times. We always got together and talked things out. If something was bad, sometimes we just go out and get a cup of coffee and talk things out. And the one person that I deserve is more recognition than what I can give her is my wife of 45 years. Without her, I don't know if I could have made it 45 years. She's my rock. She might not think so, but she is my rock. And it just doesn't take a toll on an EMT or firefighter. It takes a toll on the whole family. You know, there's been many times getting ready to sit down for dinner, beeper goes off. She says, "You gone?" I said, "You know I'm gone." She says, "Why don't you let somebody else?" No, I just go. But when I come back, there's dinner sitting there waiting for me. She's been on my rock. Every time I come back from a call, we talk about it. And then when I walk in after a bad call, I'm not talking about it. She pulls me aside, we're talking. Many times, I cried on her shoulder, many, many times. And I can't say enough about my wonderful wife. Thank you very much.
Tonight, we also have another presentation to make. Today marks a significant milestone in Hainesport history as we celebrate the 100th anniversary of our beloved township. On March 12, 1924, Hainesport officially became incorporated, and through this momentous year, we are excited to host various events for everyone to enjoy and to participate in. Tonight, we come together to recognize and express our deepest appreciation to exceptional students who have played a vital role in our centennial celebration. The Hainesport School and Harbor Baptist Academy and others have actively participated in commemorating the special occasion, from daily historical snippets to the beautiful artwork displayed it's displayed right now here and will be at the Street Community Center for all to enjoy. Their contributions have truly enriched our community spirit. We thank you to these talented students for making our 100th anniversary memorable and vibrant. As I call your name, would you please come up and get your certificate of appreciation? So I have Sean DeKnight from Harbor Baptist Academy, 7th grade. Cindy Shorter, 8th grade, Harbor Baptist. Naomi Lucas, 8th grade, Harbor Baptist. Deanna Shorter, 11th grade, Harbor Baptist. Haley Shorter, 10th grade. And Kaylin Gardner, Hainesport School. We've all got an opportunity to see their pictures that were done and represent various locations here in Hainesport. And I hope you're all able to come to the Street Community Center to continue to see them on display and to have your friends and family come and look as well. I need a little photo op for the... Thank you very much. So now we will open it up for comments from the public on agenda items only. Comments are limited to 5 minutes. Do we have anyone that wishes to make a comment at this time? Not seeing any in the room. None online. Well, that makes it nice and easy. We get to eat cake. Okay. I now would like to make a motion to take a break to eat cake.
So moved?
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Let us eat cake.
Yep. Let us
You doing the cutting?
I was here earlier. They wanted to donate.
I was gonna say,
We're having the instructions.
100th anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
I'm a big one about cake. Donuts. You only get
What else are you guys doing?
So for the 6 months.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Looks nice.
I wish I could do that.
I can give them fried food, lots of stuff like that. I'm good at pie, sweet. I like it. And then. Very cool.
Salad.
Can I have a white one too?
You guys eat really.
And they're nice quality.
Yeah, they're gilded.
We eat really poorly.
Yeah.
We don't have to hear we're doing that.
Oh, cool.
I try to have fruit every
We
day.
have 15 markers coming up.
Pineapple every day. Can't, now, my wife's actually
We're gonna do like pumpback stuff here, on our Facebook page.
I have some pineapple canapes.
100%.
She has beets.
Oh, we're giving away
I'm going to buy
hot air
some for her.
rides
I don't know what that means.
over Jamesport.
This is a thing underneath it.
We're selling chances for it, yeah.
Local items?
Yes, his name's Joe Pluck.
I'm gonna grab
Such an interesting hobby to somehow get involved.
Yeah, we'll let him in.
I didn't realize how.
Because I gave him, we're kind of developing a relationship.
What did you do?
It's a no-brainer to try, what a great week.
Yeah.
So we're selling.
Man doesn't sleep.
He did. I know. I don't think he does.
Yeah.
How much are we selling them for?
$300 value.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I thought he was-
Does it say 100%?
It says,
To make sure all these people stay.
it says 50%.
Got a big cake.
80.
I can.
Enough room in your fridge.
It's 50/50. There's
Oh, polyester.
polyester down
Yeah, it says polyester where your thumb is. Yeah, yeah, it's 50/50. That's what I thought. Ultra
Oh,
cotton is
there's
typically.
English. I'm sitting there straining with the English is right there.
KOT, I'm like, I guess that means cotton.
It's right
They're
there.
typically,
English.
so they won't really shrink, they won't. And they won't fade.
Political ad for him. That's all.
So what's he doing?
So there's white as well.
What's he trying to do? Give us some.
We have to.
Purple too. Like
Oh, really?
No, it's actually a year this week that I'm
Get a hoodie.
married to another.
Sweatshirt is not a hoodie.
Like a sweatshirt or like a t-shirt?
See my goal.
What they have in all that sweatshirt material, yeah.
Hey, we're talking good stuff. Yeah. I like it.
I currently live
We have to pay for it.
about
To apply to him under his name.
That sounds like a very good idea. Well,
It's a grant, it's a grant. It's not the Indian grant. It's not giving us his grant. It's giving the federal government.
yeah.
And I don't think the federal government should have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, so they have their stock.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you're kidding.
And then I saw, I don't know what the hell, and boom, off.
I cannot even fascinating what you do. I get it. At a certain point, it's kind of like you do everything you can do, like you're not like little things now, but like all
That way everybody
items are
exactly.
But like, now I'm kind of just waiting and like, we're wrapping Oh, absolutely. Anytime I tell someone I did something, like, oh, did you think about doing this yet? I'm like, no, but thanks for reminding me.
You gotta say hi to people.
Tara's daughter's getting a certificate. All my I bought off of Facebook.
Yeah.
I just brought it in for her today. She might buy it.
Jerry's
That's
gonna.
what I do a lot of my
Yeah,
stuff.
they have that resolution from it. Have much more time to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wants to table it.
I did a lot of like.
Thank you.
Mirror with like divided. And that's what I put in the seating arrangements. I did all my stuff with flowers. Beautiful. I printed my own tables. It worked out really well. I borrowed Jen from Earwork for all her free table numbers and then her card box. I created, you know, your second. I did.
You have the pressure. Yeah, I get it. Okay. It's like you have a lot, you have a lot of people with a lot of opinions.
Yeah, that too. But that's not, it's all about you and you need to.
That's it. Sometimes it's,
I don't have to say the whole thing.
it's easy to forget that because you have so many
Wants to
different
table
opinions.
He doesn't like the
My parents
idea
are
that
very
we
laid
pay
back.
$2,500 to an engineer to see if we can get grant money.
Like, 'cause I'm the oldest of everyone.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know.
How are you? Good to see you. You too.
Small world.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
How do you guys know each other?
Good.
So her grandmom is
My friend.
Yeah, like family friends. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
We're all connected.
We're all connected, Burlington County. Good. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I hear that. Hopefully that's not a bad thing.
Her stuff that she makes is awesome.
I know, it was her COVID hobby, and now she's like really serious about it. She's gotten pretty good. Anytime I need furniture before buying it, I'm like, Mom, do you think you could make this? But she has. She's made some really cool stuff. Yeah, she made some really cool stuff. But good, just working. Yeah. Getting ready to get married. Yeah.
when you get married.
November.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I got you right there.
Yeah, I was just telling Paul it's a year this week that I've been engaged. So it's scary how fast that time's gone, and then I have much less time until I get married. So it's a scary thought.
Always like so fast.
And then it's here. Yep. Yeah. Especially when you have summer in between. The summer always goes too fast. What are you guys doing here? Just for the come to your meeting? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I missed it. It's really nice. Have cake while you're here. You got a huge cake.
So do you work with John?
So I work with John. John's in Florida this month, so I'm here in replacement.
Get fun, right?
No, John's the best. I love John. Yep, so I am here in his place. Yeah, it's work, but I can't complain. Same old with you guys? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I remember my grandmother telling me, my grandmother's birthday was yesterday. Yeah. We were over there on Sunday for dinner. Good seeing peaked, at least for your trouble for coming out on this beautiful night. I will. I will.
Do you have Bailey's Irish Cream with me? No.
I don't like
Oh, you just do it straight.
I don't even know if I've ever had one.
No, I don't think I really have either. I mean, now
Well, it's on
If
ice.
I'm gonna have alcohol in the morning, it's gonna be a bubble.
I'll do that. And then, have you ever do like cranberry sauce, cranberry juice, pineapple juice, like
There's a name for those drinks.
yeah, like specific, like
Yes,
the
specific.
shampoo.
Yes, yes, yeah, the shampoo. All
Yeah.
of them, yes.
Thorn between two roses.
We never got our computer up.
Yeah.
It's
It's up, but yeah.
That's because she's got a Dell.
I don't understand what the problem is with this thing. It's kind of been doing this for a while. Like it's not really working. And I've just been hoping that it will work. Normally I will get in here and muddle with it during the day, which
Right.
gives it like enough time.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's fine.
You already reached the clock and turned it up.
Good.
Did, was it on by any chance and then you like turned it off when updating maybe? No? Did that happen sometimes?
I don't think so. We have a pretty good firewall. Pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty robust. Yeah, try. That's
I'll ping you.
Please let there be no people.
You don't have any real little kids, so it should be okay. Should be okay, right?
I have been to I went to like a conference or a class, and one of the mayor made them plastic.
Was it carpet? Not fair. At least it wasn't like.
Tiles. No, there were these carpet tiles, and he still had plastic.
Really?
We were walking on plastic. Yeah. Better give it back. It's my favorite. I know where you live. This is Brent. This is Brent. Get money. You know the code, right? Yeah. 2, 4, and 3 of them for the code.
Nah, they're gone now.
Yes. Oh, well.
We have to start live. And then we might not get it.
Yeah, my grandmother's like my grandmother's too She's the only one who left. Who left? Who like her mom's and stuff. Rather she kept her down here.
We gotta let her know about our 100th anniversary.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be out there. Yeah, I'm sure they will be.
Yeah, we're actually gonna sell any spaces with for people to fundraiser, like
I don't know.
206.
No, I've heard of it, but I've seen pictures of it.
You can buy ticket space for that event, and it costs X number of dollars. They sell out.
Yeah.
Like this stuff like concept. You get prime. It's $100. So we're gonna have 20 of them. It'd be nice for people. So they know where to go.
Right. Okay, got it.
And then they just did a teen fashion show 2 Sundays ago.
I'm chasing that
Well, they move around, hon. Do they? Yeah, just like that one I was in was sinking.
They did like 75 and then like 30 high-end specialty raffle things. And then they had students clothing and different things.
Oh, really?
And then they connected that.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool. Who comes up with like that idea? really creative, yeah.
About 13,000.
That's a lot of money.
I'm not,
Good.
I'm not announcing how much money we make.
Wow.
I wasn't going to. We're trying to raise $100,000.
It's not etched in stone.
You've already done that much. You've already done that much in 3 months.
About 11, she's saying. That's what she's saying, 11.
If I read it from here, that's a lot of money. Ridiculous, that's a lot of sense.
I know. But then when you look at it, it's just
It does, yeah.
I know.
No, but still, yeah.
I used to run a senior center, so I have a lot of like.
So all our people are gonna leave before our meeting is over.
Oh, yeah, all those.
Now we live there for 20 years. Now,
Yeah.
how important that is for us to remember.
All right, let's see if he gets it for us.
We're doing a lot of stuff. So that was also fundraiser, but it was also.
I'm gonna say by June, you're gonna be mentally exhausted.
There's, you take that trash? Can you take this?
Do you remember Sharon had that white corn Mustang?
You don't have
Taking the cake up to go?
Yeah.
You're just passing out lots of cake.
Yes.
Could you get me a water bottle, please?
Can I get you a bottle of water? Darling?
Is it warm? Thank you. No,
An empty one at that.
or a cup of coffee, no.
You like some trash?
See, I knew she'd ask for it, so I have one in my back pocket. Go watch her. You girls.
Can't live with us and can't live without us.
Well, you can't live with them, you can't kill them.
That's also true.
That's even though they claim differently. Whatever.
That's a relative term.
Wrapped up to your table.
Very good.
And I did like that table there, just that white.
Let's get out of here by 8, right? Let's get out of here by 8.
10 ounce, right, Lena, those cups that we bought?
Right here?
They're 10 ounce, right?
Probably. Mayor, can't you like?
Quite quickly, there's a
Yep.
beer.
There's nobody here.
So
I
let's
know.
finish up, huh?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm just looking to see if that's 10-ounce cup.
We'll have to have a public hearing and final adoption. Public hearing, final adoption.
I'll give you a portion of this. Come on, man. You know what my hourly rate is?
Yeah, we know so far. We've seen it so far.
We have abused you, but we love you. So, no, we're talking about size.
Story time. That's one from story time.
Oh,
I'm
good.
mentioning it.
Guess what? We're about to start. They're actually bringing their, I said, that's fine.
I read from you.
Read.
I've got the consent.
So I'm happy.
Betty asked about it today. He's in the car. He did. He said today.
I know Miss Joan has some crabs.
Where's E?
Big crab.
We're ready. Let's go.
Silly goose.
Yeah, but it's on the resolution. I don't, but the point is, I don't want some. Like the last minute thing put on the table.
Miss
my high school. What difference is it gonna make if you do it this month or next month?
Be addressed to him.
You made me feel.
It should have been this. The point is, the whole thing about what he did, it's too much of an actor. I'm not into it. I don't like it. Yeah, you all have the notes, don't worry about it.
That was, we're ready to go to business.
Well, we wanna have a party later.
Need help?
Are we all ready? Gotta put it on Mr. Mover or something, the moving man.
Go ahead. We don't sing. We don't sing.
Okay, we're up to ordinances. Ordinance 2024-3, providing for and determining the rate of compensation of officials and employees of the Township of Hainesport. This is the public hearing and final adoption. Do we have any comments from the audience? Any comments from anyone online?
There is no one online, just so you know, that we don't have that running.
Okay.
It's not working.
They seem to have left the children. So I'll close public comments. Do I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Torty? Yes. Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Ordinance 2024-4, to exceed the municipal budget appropriations limit and to establish a cap bank. This is the public hearing and final adoption. Now open for public comments. Seeing none, close. I have a motion and a second.
Motion to approve?
Second. Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Ordinance 2024-5, to amend Chapter 34, the Code of Township of Hainesport entitled Board of Recreation Commissioners, and replacing the same with a Recreation Advisory Board. This is the first reading and introduction. The public hearing and final adoption will be April 9th, 2024. Do I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second. Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Consent agenda resolutions, 2024-53-3 through 2024-57-3. Do I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Resolution 2024-58-3, authorizing for mayor to execute a statement of consent for Hainesport Family Apartments, TWA application as required by NJDEP.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Resolution 2024-59-3, awarding a contract for Laurel Ridge Road and Pulaski Avenue Road resurfacing projects. Need a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-60-3, awarding a contract for Fenimore Road resurfacing project.
So moved.
I have a comment. Just to make a comment that when we reviewed all the streets in the town, every street was reviewed and every street will be resurfaced. So this is just a process that we're going through. So I'll second.
Thank you.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Resolution 2024-61-3, authorizing recreation opportunity grant application to the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs for Creek Turn Park project. Have a motion and a second?
So moved?
Second.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Resolution 2024-62-3, authorizing the execution of a contract with the Brownfield Environmental Solutions, Inc., BRS, for preparations of a Brownfield Development Area application. I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved?
Second.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Resolution 2024-63-3, authorizing a contract with VNR Engineers for writing and submitting a community project funding, CPF, or earmark request to District 3 Congressman Andy Kim for Creek Turn Park project.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second? Second.
Can I have a comment?
Yes.
Yes, I have a problem with this. For one, first of all, it's an earmark with a congressman, which is more equates to pork, a federal congressman. We should be getting this money from our local commissioners, which were freeholders, which we always got this money from before. I kind of think the way this is written is no more than a political ad for the congressman trying to take advantage of us. And I don't like the fact that it was put on the table last minute without us properly to review this. I really don't like, last month we had something put on last minute that I didn't properly review, and I have some concerns about that. So for two reasons, I'm concerned that it was put on the table last minute without proper review, and it's a congressional, which is our Congress should be dealing with federal projects like roads, bridges, anything, not our local community. That's what we need to have our state and county governments take care of, and they stopped doing it since they've changed the commissioner. So that's my view. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, is it taking advantage of us if we're getting money? Or potentially getting money? I don't understand that. It's my fault.
Just because we're getting money doesn't make it right.
We can't
We're
possibly
not-
be being taken advantage of if we're the people benefiting
Uh,
from it.
The rest of the federal government's been taken care of. The rest of the federal people in the United States are being taken advantage of.
Well, no, I mean, this
It's-
is available nationwide. This community project funding is not just in New Jersey.
Okay. Are we through with?
I'm through. I made my
Thank you.
point of view. I figured her point of view would be that.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mrs. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
I don't like the fact that it is coming from the federal government, but I also know that we don't get anything from our commissioners, and we need the money for this park. So I'm going to have to say yes.
Mr. Klaus?
We don't need to get money from the federal government. We can get it from the old way, which we used to do. So I will say no.
Okay, thank you. Okay, businesses, approval of business licenses, and I see there are quite a few. I have a motion and a second.
I just wanted to make a comment real quick that there are over 100 business licenses here that we're approving, which is just great. Hainesport is pro-business. We love business. It's great for our residents, especially the wonderful businesses that we have in Hainesport. So with that, I'd like to make the motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Montgomery?
Yes.
Mrs. Torty?
Yes.
Mrs. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Klaus?
Yes.
Mayor Gilmore?
Yes. Okay, we are now open for comments from the public. Comments are limited to 5 minutes. Anyone have any comments? You got it. This is on anything. Come forward.
Bruce Levinson, 2 Fox Court. I just want to make an announcement that the HRC is co-hosting with the Mobile One Krav Maga with the sensei, instructor, and owner, Mr. Dennis Watson, a self-defense course. He's one of our local businesses, and he owns Mobile One Krav Maga. The class will take place on Friday, on April 12th, at 7:30, and the class will be held at the Kenneth Street Community Center, and all you have to do is show up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bruce.
Okay, anyone else? Comments from the administrator?
I have a few. I am happy to announce that we received a $63,000 award for the firefighter grant that you all approved application to. I believe that was, sorry, it was a couple months ago. But it is for PPE as well as replacing an oxygen fill tank over at the firehouse. So again, that's $63,000. We did commit a $10,000 match, but we do provide them with capital funding on top of their regular allocation, so that can be used for their match. So I'm pleased to
Okay.
announce that. I did have a very productive meeting this morning with the Hainesport Fire Company president, Mike Houlihan, as well as the Assistant Fire Chief, Chris Lippincott, to talk about the LoSAP program, which was authorized by the voters in November and supported greatly by all of you. So we are going to be requesting an amendment to the ordinance to add the fire police to that, as well as correct my error in the point allocation. I accidentally flipped the fire services and the emergency services point allocation. So there's a couple changes, so I'll be presenting that to you all next month. And we also talked about the actual logistics of the program and developing the program itself. Second, third, we wanted to let you know that we will be introducing the budget. So the finance liaisons will be reaching out to you shortly when the CFO is ready to have that initial meeting once she compiles everything together. But the plan is to introduce in April and adopt in May.
Great.
And
Thank you.
then finally, we did submit the Green Acres grant application. Would like to thank Michelle Taylor for helping us get that together. That was, we were requesting the maximum amount of $700,000. That does come with a match. $250,000 you all already earmarked last year, sorry, no pun intended, in the capital budget, and we will be making a request for additional money in this year's capital budget to go towards the Greek Turn Park. That was all just for phase one. So the expected cost for phase one is 1.2 to 1.4 million. So if we do get the nod for this federal funding, that will help support either the phase two, or if we don't get the nod from the state for the Green Acres Park, and we do from the feds, we can utilize that money for the phase one. So we've got a couple eggs in some baskets, so hopefully it'll help us get that project going. Great, and finished. And I think that is it. In terms of the last minute for that resolution, I just wanted to touch on that. The timeline to submit these earmark requests is very, very short. It's about a month. I could have waited until April. However, we have spent funds on the writing of the Green Acres. The Green Acres grant application was over 250 pages long. That is going to cost us a lot of money for that writing of that grant. I figured it would be great to capture that work that's already been completed and that we've paid for, and utilize that information for the earmark money. So it's very seamless. The cost to write that is what you actually approved. It is for $2,500 for our engineer to write that request for that earmark money. So we're kind of knocking out two things with one and being very efficient with the use of the tax dollars. But it is a very short period of time, usually 1 month, and we can't move forward without your sanctioning of that. So I do apologize that it was last minute. I probably could have waited until April's meeting, but they could turn around and say, well, we're done. We're not taking any more applications. We're only going to open this up for 2 weeks. So we just needed to be as ready as possible. So that is all on me. And that's it.
Well, thank you very much. Comments from the solicitor?
Only comment that I have is John sends his best from Florida.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
You dog.
We said comments from the committee. Karen?
Okay, so happy anniversary, happy birthday, Hainesport. It's so nice to have seen so many come out earlier. Wish they could have stayed, but we will extend a warm welcome to everyone who was able to come tonight. So our 100th anniversary year-long celebration is off to a wonderful start. On February 16th, we kicked off the year with the Senior Citizen Winter Dance. The food was delicious, the music was great, and we even had games and prizes. A special thank you to Leela, Donna Casey, Charles Casey, who never gets recognized and is always there, and Liz Benedetto for creating this special night for us. But I would also like to recognize one of Hanesport's many unsung heroes. Not only was she there helping to decorate the night before, arrived early to help set up the event, helped to serve the food, and stayed to the very end cleaning up, but was also devoting many hours to the fashion show. I would like to recognize Sue Derrickson. Sue, please stand up and be recognized. As you could see, she was also here serving the cake. She's always there for us. Thank you, Sue. And speaking of the tea and fashion show, it also was a huge success. It was the second major event in our year-long celebration, and it truly was a lovely afternoon enjoyed by all. We were overwhelmed by the generous support of our residents and businesses. We were able to have 77 prize baskets with a total of over 100 prizes given away, as well as raising money for our June 1st celebration. Thank you so very much to all of you. We could never begin to express our appreciation to all of you. But I'd like to say a special thank you to our event sponsors who helped us host the event. To Bradford Estate for Kelly's Candies at Aziza's Family Restaurant for the lovely and delicious chocolate favors. BCIT for making the program. The Browse Around Shop for their contributions. J Sweets for being our hair and beauty sponsor. And to the Ladies Auxiliary for being there. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. And a special thank you and recognition to the Fashion Show Committee for making this all happen for us. Leela, Donna, Paula, Jen, Liz, Chris, Barbara, Sue, Chris, Lorraine, Laurie, Elise, Diana, and Nancy. And a thank you to Joe for his many donations, and as usual, his full support for whatever I get him into. He was heard saying that he had women coming in and out of our house morning, noon, and night, but he never complained. Thank you, Joe. So thank you to all of you. Okay, so at this point, I was asked to present to you our t-shirts. So another fundraiser that we will be having are selling anniversary t-shirts. So we are going to have multicolors, different sizes. So we all hope that you'll take one, wear it the day of the event, or buy one on the day of the event, and show our support for our town. Almost, still going. On another note, I would like to congratulate our Hainesport School on a wonderful talent show last Friday evening that Leela and I were fortunate to attend. We really enjoyed the show, and hats off to the very talented students and to their teachers and parents on a very successful show. On a personal note, I have completed 2 classes, one on municipal training and another on budgeting, to make sure I am able to provide you with the best service possible. So finally, looking ahead, remember, we have story time for the little ones this Friday at 10 o'clock at the Kenneth Street Station, and the Children's Easter Egg event on Saturday, March 23rd. With that, I wish everyone celebrating Ramadan a very blessed Ramadan, and to everyone a very happy and blessed Easter season. May God bless you and continue to bless Hainesport, and happy anniversary, Hainesport. Thank you.
Thank you. Anna is still on the line? Anna, did you have any comments?
Oh, yes, please, thank you. I'll keep it brief because I am in England and it's 11:30 p.m. Firstly, I'd just like to correct Commissioner Matordi on one thing. She persists in referring to the dinner dance as the senior citizens dinner dance. It was actually advertised as the adult dinner dance, not the senior citizens dinner dance.
Oh, excuse
And many of
me.
the people who attended it were not, in fact, senior citizens. So we do try to be inclusive in Hainsport. I, for one, am very grateful to see all of the grants going in to get us money for our Creek Turn Park, and I'm very excited that we will be able to continue to develop that this year. I'm also exceedingly grateful that I'm still representing the community during this very exciting 100th anniversary celebration, and looking forward to the rest of the event. Thank you, and good night from rainy old England.
Thank you, Anna. Good night.
Thank you, Anna.
Mr. Klaus.
First of all, I want to say I'm very proud to have been in Hainsport for just over 50 years. So I was at the 50th anniversary of 75th, and I'll be here for the 100th, God willing. And I was talking to some of my friends I grew up with earlier, and it brought me great pleasure to reminisce about the past and, you know, the times when Hainsport on the Route 38 wasn't divided, and all the good times. You know, you all know who I'm talking about. It brought me great joy. So with that, I just want to reiterate on the grant, just because money's free, it doesn't make it right, and that's why we have a deficit that's out of control in our federal government, and because money keeps getting earmarked, which becomes pork along the way of our federal government, and we should take care of our local with the local people we represent. So I hope the park gets fully funded with the governments that would be benefited by the local funding. So with that, I want to say happy anniversary, and I guess that's it. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Mr. Montgomery?
I'm up. Happy anniversary, Hainsport. My wife and I moved here almost 28 years ago. We reared our 4 children here. It is their hometown, and my wife and my adopted hometown, for sure. Not that I'm dismissing my real hometown of Willingboro, but we love Hainsport, and very happy to be a part of this and being part of the committee who's involved in this. The Tea and Fashion Show, I attended. Joe was there. There were a handful of other men that were there. It was wonderful, and thank you